the government shutdown now at 3 weeks, and some employees will miss a paycheck today. Will this shutdown affect you filing your taxes, maybe applying for a home loan? A financial expert is live in studio with us this morning.
Okay, it's that time of year you start thinking maybe about doing your taxes and getting that refund, right? And for many people looking forward to having that extra cash means a lot this time of year.
So there are some concerns here over how the ongoing government shutdown will impact taxes this year. Joining us this morning with what you need to know is accountant Bob Hockensmith.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you.
Okay, so we know that there's a partial shutdown of the government, and there are certain agencies that are affected. Is it going to affect our tax refunds and filing?
Well, it's ironic that you asked that question because just yesterday, the government actually passed a law to say we're going to go ahead and fund the IRS. Just yesterday, around 5 o'clock, our time, the government passed a law to fund the IRS.
You're not surprised by that, are you? That's how they get their money.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. So when we see that basically tax filing returns are going to start on the 28th of January. So the 20th of January, you can send your tax returns in. Right. Now, let's say you have a refund coming. The biggie is for those single parents and those who are going to get the earned income tax refunds, they won't get those until at least the middle of February. They've already said that. So they're going to be delayed. And the main reason for that delay is because of tax fraud, identity theft. They're making sure that the people who are entitled to these earned income tax refunds are the actual people themselves.
Right, which is key. Everything's going to change a little bit too, isn't it, this year, Bob?
Absolutely.
I mean, you're looking at different stuff here.
We've got
more people are getting these tax credits for the kids.
Yes.
I know I never qualified before, and I'm qualifying this year with my 16-year-old.
Exactly, because you're going to get a $2,000 tax credit, where in the past it was half that at least, you know.
So let's talk about the FHA and VA home loans.
So when the government first shut down, there was a slowdown of the processing time for FHA and VA loans. Now, fortunately, it's normal. But what's going on in the background, which the homeowners don't see, is that the underwriters who have to audit these mortgage loans have to go and get copies of the transcripts for the tax returns for the people who are borrowing money, and that's taking longer. So when the mortgage company tries to sell the mortgage, it's taking longer now because the government's not guaranteeing the mortgage. Since the government's not guaranteeing the mortgage since the shutdown, you might see a slowdown on homeowners refining or applying for a mortgage in the next 30 days.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay, so we're almost out of time, but this is a big year, I'm sure, for you and your company and everybody, because the taxes have changed dramatically, right? The way that the President Trump enacted our tax code, it's totally different this year, isn't it?
Biggest change in 31 years. Absolute biggest change in 31 years. So I always tell people taxes and law are not do-it-yourself projects. And so a lot of people are going to try and do it themselves this year, but this is the one year you really want to have a tax professional look at your taxes before you send them in.
So you know what to expect.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Celeste?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because a lot of people had a little bit less taken out of their paychecks, right? I mean, I think everybody kind of felt that. So how's that going to affect refunds and
then you're getting more money back, right? That's kind of a big deal.
Well, no, the tax credit that I never got before for my 16-year-old. My 20-year-old aged out of it.
Out.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, read the tax laws or get a professional.